Well, it's Wednesday night, about 9:30. Laying in bed, getting ready to go to sleep. Figured, hey, this is a perfect time to make a YouTube video. I've been asked a lot in the past about who I am. The best way I know to describe myself is I'm a teenager. Typical 16-year-old girl. You know, go and hang out with friends and do stupid crap. Go to church every Wednesday. Um, make YouTube videos laying in my bed at night. Um, Somebody had asked me a while back what was my first thought towards love at first sight. I didn't think about it, you know. First words out of my mouth. I don't believe it. But now I question that. Um, you you can never know what the future beholds. Um, also had somebody ask me what was my first kiss. Um, People tend to apparently ask that quite a lot. Um, my first kiss was actually not too long ago. Um, I was 13 at the time, which was 3 years ago. Um, I was going to a church before the church I'm going to now, and I was dating a guy that had went there, and there was a lot of hustle and bustle going on that night, and one thing led to another, and it led to our first kiss. Um, it was not what I expected it to be. You know, my first kiss was not that special. Um, I don't know very many teenage girls my age that can count how many guys they've actually kissed on one hand. But I, on the other hand, can. Um, what was my first date? My very first date, I had been sitting at lunch with some of my friends, and a friend of mine, Ashley, had came in there, and she looked at me. She was like, "Carly, you're going out with me tonight." I was like, "Okay, where are we going?" She's like, "Me, you, Jeffrey, and his friend Kenny are going out." Well, later that night, me and Kenny had found out together that it was a double date. That me and Kenny were apparently going out on a date together. Um, it had started off extremely awkward, like pins and needles trying to mix. Um, but at the end of the night, you know, we were fine. We were hugging and kissing and saying I love you to each other, which probably was not the best idea on my behalf. Um, since that point, we no longer talk. We pretty much cannot stand each other. Um, I have moved on. Um, him, I don't know what the fuck is going on with him. Excuse my language. Um, he pretty much told me that the only reason he wanted to break up with me was he worked and he was going into the military. I could respect that. However, 2 to 3 weeks later, I had got a Snapchat message, and it was him with another girl. Okay. I was like, okay, maybe it's a friend of his. Well, later that day, I was on Instagram. Picture him and that girl kissing, holding hands, doing all that. And that made me mad. But as I would tell anybody else, you had your chance, you let it go. Oh well, whose fault is that? Um, People also ask me what it would take to date me. It doesn't matter how you look, You could be 4 foot tall, you could be 6 foot tall. But I like taller guys. I'm a little bit over 5'7". Um, you know, I like that warm embrace of a guy. I love to be able to hug him and be able to put my face in his chest and just feel safe. Um, it's more personality than anything for me, though. I like knowing that I'm going to be safe, knowing that I could call him at 2 o'clock in the morning crying. He's not going to get mad, that he's going to be there for me. Um, just the little things that really matter. Being able to cuddle and do all that. I am a very spontaneous individual. Um, but anyway, my hand's starting to get tired, my battery's dying. But if you want to know anything else, comment below. And I will post my Snapchat and my Instagram and my Facebook and Twitter. Please do not blow it up. Well, my Snapchat anyways. I'm going to have one created just for YouTube video people. But I'll post all that information below. Peace out.